Hey everyone, I've got a really cool video for you today. I'm coming to you from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, home of Bill's Old Bike Barn. It's a place I made a couple videos of not that long ago, and I dubbed it the best museum collection in Pennsylvania, if not all the country. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today because it's Bill's birthday bash weekend, and he's celebrating by having some special events here. And the thing we're checking out is back here, the Rhett Rotten Wall of Death. Now, if you're not sure what that is, the Wall of Death is a motorcycle stunt show where they race around a wooden barrel on straight up and down walls, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. Now, I've actually seen similar shows by the California Hell Riders when they performed at the Bloomsburg Fair multiple times, and you can hear they're starting up. But this is my first time watching Rhett Rotten perform, so I'm really excited to share with you guys, and if you're ready, come along with me. Now, one of the other things he has going on here today is he opened up his shops to a public picking event where you could come look through his stuff and see if there's any items that you'd like to make an offer on to purchase. And he's got a collection of people here that are going through, which is like a parts warehouse here. If you look in here, it's pretty incredible. They got dozens and dozens of motorcycles. All new old stock tires, all types of used bikes. Look, I got a Harley Davidson right here. So this is stuff that may be restored at some point, but for more or less it's a parts room they could use for rebuilding of other bikes. There's some bikes I've never seen before here.
These are all fucking little bikes, sprints, shit like that.
So pretty incredible. It's almost like a time capsule. This is like something you wish to find when you stumble upon an abandoned location full of vintage bikes or cars. So pretty cool stuff. But inside his main warehouse is where you'll find all the restored items. So this is stuff that's kind of rusty gold, and the other stuff is restored gold. So just wanted to give you a peek at that. Maybe outside here, he's got some stuff. We've got a couple more bikes and some golf carts, Harley Davidson golf carts at that. I've only seen like Cup Cadet ones and stuff like that, but I'd imagine these ones are pretty rare. That one's been there a while. It's growing weeds on it. And even Harley Davidson snowmobile. And here's a look inside the back area where we just were. If you'd like to learn how Bill ended up having all these parts and bikes, you'll have to go back and watch my first video. I kind of explained the history as to how he got started and to how he accumulated so much. So if you haven't watched that video, click up in the corner of the screen. It'll also appear at the end screen at the end of this video, but highly encourage you to watch it. You not only see a lot of the inside of the warehouse, but you learn a little bit more about Bill and his collection. And there's something really cool I want to show you. Look at this Lincoln. Looks like it has a custom airbrush paint job on it. That's something else, huh? Even up on top, we got the fighter jets. That's really cool. I believe he uses this in parades. I think he used it in the Armed Forces parade, I believe. We got an aircraft carrier. So, definitely something different. Now right in front of us, some of you may remember this. This is an actual ride vehicle from Knoebels. I mentioned this in my first video here. This is part of the boat tag. They used to be near the bumper boats where the Impulse is now. I used to actually ride in there. One person would drive the boat and one would be up there shooting tennis balls at bystanders on the outside who would be shooting balls back at you. So it's almost like a tag game, but you're shooting tennis balls at each other. And that was an actual boat that you would drive. I actually rode in one of them. I think they're powered by either a gas or diesel engine, but I know it was really hot in there and stunk really bad like fumes, but still, it was pretty cool though. So we're waiting momentarily for the show to start. He's got a few performances today. The first one's at 11, which is roughly half an hour from now. But here's another boat tag, ride vehicle. And back here, we'll give you a look at the outside of the Rhett Rotten Wall of Death. They even got a Hummer here. I believe I saw this in a parade too as well. Of course, they're playing music, so I gotta make sure I don't get any copyright, so I have to be limited on what I could show for how long, or have to talk over it. But got some cool vehicles right in front of us here. Look at this one. It's got some drag slicks on the back of it. Looks really sweet. It's got the gunmetal paint job on it. That is pretty sweet. Also a beautiful bike right there. But here's the Wall of Death. I believe they do a outside stunt show out here on the platform, showing you what they're going to be performing with inside. And we actually go up there and stand around the top of that wooden barrel and watch them perform. So just to give you a quick sneak peek as to what else you can find out here, on the side of his building, got some more vehicles and items. And this looks like almost like the, yeah, it looks like the Pee Wee Herman bike. Wow. That is cool. I don't think it's his bike exactly, but very similar to it though. That is really awesome. And if you look up top, probably well over a couple thousand license plates. There's literally everything here. This is, I think, a cooler. They fill it with ice and have drinks, yeah. I remember seeing those, I think, at stores or maybe fairs, but it's a drink cooler. Got some other cool stuff here. And there's the inside. But just amazing and vast collection of stuff. They even got the big boy, which I believe was for various restaurants, including Elby's. So really cool. And these are, I think, coin-operated ride vehicles or from amusement park rides, if I'm not mistaken. It does resemble that. So much to see, so much to look at. So for those of you that haven't seen my videos from this place, I'm going to give you a little preview as to what you're missing out on. I'm going to take you for a quick walkthrough and just show you briefly what's inside of here. And that should help convince you to watch my first 2 videos from this place, because there's so much inside, I had to make a 2-part video. So let's head inside and check it out.
Bill, up here it's $15. What is it to go down there? Okay, so they're paying it.
Is this not something else or what? I was here probably 3-4 hours my first time here, and I probably only saw maybe half of what's here. Everywhere you look, floor to ceiling, there's something to see. There's an upstairs level as well. I'm going to give you just a brief walk through the main levels here. And the room we're headed towards now, the military room, this is where it all started. This was his very first room and expanded beyond this point here. But there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Got tracked vehicles, Moto Guzzi motorcycle truck, which they basically built a frame right around a motorcycle. Inside of it is an actual bike. You can see right there. And up top, just in conference with bikes, collectibles, a little bit of everything. There's even like a nice little military scene here. Really awesome collections here. And here's even another Harley Davidson snowmobile. I just saw one outside that's in not so good a condition, but here's a completely restored one. Even with the pull behind cart or sled. So, simply incredible. That's all I could say. Look at this trike right here. Absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, so long as anybody gives me 15, they do what they want.
If they go down there, I just put a wristband on it, and they can come up here and they can come back down there.
Yeah, like these folks did now. I was ready to start running my story, and then they
As long as they got that one.
Good. So $15 is cool, everything's cool.
Yeah.
Great.
So whether you like motorcycles, toys, fishing, photography, this place has everything. So you don't need to be a motorcycle enthusiast to come here to appreciate what is here. I mean, look at this circular stairs. It's all covered in fishing lures. I'm sorry, fishing reels. How crazy that is. Got marlin up there. And then you walk in here and it's like fishing heaven, like a little bait shop. How cool is that? Said I'm not going to spend too much time here because I didn't even see this before. This almost looks like a little simulator or something. Not going to spend too much time here because I did film this already with 2 1-hour videos, but just wanted to show you what you're missing if you haven't been here or haven't watched my videos. That's actually a ride vehicle right there, a tank. That's on one of those umbrella rides that you see like at Knoebels and stuff. And this is like a little town in here. I mean, is that not an incredible shot? And this bar here is the highlight of it. This, he told me, came from the World's Fair, I believe sometime in the 60s, but look at this bar. It's got a tin roof on it. The all-time registers.
Police believe the two of them dumped clothes standing with Jennifer Dulos's blood into more than
Really amazing. And some of these little stores here too, you can actually go inside and get a closer look at the items. Some of them are locked, some are not. But the ones that are not, you can actually go inside and look around. Got a tobacco shop here. And just to give you a peek in here, there's no one allowed inside, but I'll stick the camera in there. Look at that. That's really cool. And then the upstairs is just cases with cameras, toys, even down here a camera shop. Look at this giant camera right here. More cases of toys. Look at the pedal cars, robots, Popeye items. Everything is here. Look at Route 66 shop. And it just keeps going too. Upstairs, you'll find a collection of telephones, dolls, and we got the mayor's office. I love this room too. Look at this. With the roll top desk on it. Look at the intricate detail. This is like out of the Queen's castle in England. This is something else. But they dubbed it as the mayor's office. Then you got a Coca-Cola room with all types of Coca-Cola merchandise, collectibles, anything and everything you can think of. Really, really cool. You know, I've said that probably a dozen times already, but it's just hard to wrap your mind around everything that's here. Got a repair shop right there. And this is all made out of beer cans. And a giant bottle that's an actual cooler. Just, I definitely need to return and just walk around and take my time looking at everything. There is simply too much to see in one trip here. There's actually a covered bridge up there too, where you could bring a marker and sign your name on it. And he actually has his own firehouse here. Where do you see this? Aside from like fireman, fire truck merchandise and items. Look at that. Got a really cool fire truck. RJ, if you're watching this, you could probably tell me some more information about this as far as year or any statistics about it, but I mean, this is mind-blowing. Look at this little mini bike right here with the sidecar. Again, you walk all upstairs too. You walk all through there. It's all open to the public. Look at this Rolls-Royce 1948 pickup truck. When's the last time you saw one of these? And for Disney lovers, there's a little Disney museum itself in here. Look at all this stuff. That is crazy. Everywhere you look. And there's even a, I think it's a printing press. Yeah, newspaper printing press room. Golf cart. So there's a service shop here. It's where they repair their Harleys back in the day. Again, everywhere you go, there's something to see. Look at all the heads. Wow. So that is a brief look inside Bill's old bike barn. He has limited hours during the week. I think he's only open 3 or 4 days out of the week. But it's only $5 admission to come here and spend, you know, a few hours looking at stuff that really brings you back to a better time in life. You know, all this stuff is vintage, antique collectibles, stuff that you maybe only saw on TV or in books, or maybe you actually had as a little kid yourself. So I highly, highly encourage you to come here and see it for yourself. Videos, pictures don't do it justice. And I really can't put into words how incredible this place is. Now today's event is a 3-day weekend celebration, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today's Friday. $15 admission today, but that's because it's open to the pickers to go through his items and see what you want to purchase, and also for the motorcycle stunt show, and to get, you know, basically permission to have access to all the grounds here. So I'm thrilled to be here today, and hopefully you guys enjoy the stunt show, which we should be checking out momentarily. So let's keep moving on.
Out of steam, isn't that how they say it? And his buckets are a little bit off the gear, but his buckets will actually pick up water.
Yeah, I saw that before.
Well, I lost one of these somehow. Okay. Maintenance, got to be maintenance, like on the power plant. I could slow it down by this. And that's the bob weights. Should keep it going.
That's really neat.
And that cold is very hot, so don't touch it. See a little guy over here cranking away. The two trains come together. That kind of
But from Cheyenne to Ogden, they restored the big boy.
Oh, okay.
And I was in Rollins, Wyoming.
That's just a battery on top of magnets.
So the
making a coil spin around in copper.
Started there, you know.
Keep that
about to get started here, so we're going to see the outside demonstration.
Half the battle's this darn microphone you got to get out here and talk on sometimes, and today, that's one of my very favorite parts of the show. Not just our riding, but the character that comes with it. Please don't forget to spread the word down at the Easy Rider Rodeo and Bike Show, you guys down there. Remnant Sons, definitely proud to have you guys in the house and see you down there. Managing some stuff in the rodeo is pretty cool, and the tractor poles that we got going on and all that good stuff.
Large barrel that is straight up and down. They're going to ride these bikes right up in front of us here. It's going to be something that you'll never forget.
If you can imagine in life, the most pressure we ever have is the pressure you put on yourself. I couldn't ask for any more of a relaxed atmosphere to come in here and ride this wall, but at the end of the day, a lot of people ask me, you know, what it is and the things you go through. And it's stuff like that you might be thinking. You know, 12 feet high, 30 feet round, built in 1938. We'll tell a little more of the story as the show goes on. Thank you guys for coming up to Bill's today. My name's Rhett. Luke's gonna play us a good song and you watch us go, baby. Give it up there.
So believe it or not, he's actually allowing us access inside the Wall of Death. First time I've ever been inside of one, and we'll get a up close and personal look as to how it looks from when they ride around those walls. So let's head inside and check it out.
I'm gonna be, doing quite a bit of shows.
So we're actually inside the Wall of Death right now. And this is wood, straight up and down walls. So they said that this bike here is going to be getting ready to go up on the wall by the end of the weekend. They're going to be tuning it and testing it and making sure it's going to hold up. But incredible to see it though.
When they're ready. Billy Applegate comes from the 45 left.
So that was completely awesome. Never have I ever had the opportunity to walk inside the Wall of Death, get an up close personal look at the bikes, the wall, and talk to the man himself, Rhett Rotten. He's a one-of-a-kind individual. You could tell he's very passionate about what he does. And from speaking to him, I found some more information. He's actually going to be here permanently, pretty much year-round. He typically travels around the country, but he's going to have a permanent Wall of Death here to perform throughout the year. And one thing he's going to be offering in the near future is a chance to learn how to ride in the Wall of Death. He's actually going to be giving personal lessons. You sign up, pay your fee, and he'll spend a couple days with you to see if you have it or not, to do some laps around the inside of that. So that's something I may be looking into. And if you're interested in it, check him out. I will have links down below in the description for, I believe, his Facebook page. If not, both that and his website to contact him and find out more. But I never heard of that being offered before to the general public, and that's something that not everyone could say they've ever done in their life, to ride around the Wall of Death. So really awesome of him to offer that to the public, and I'm really going to be checking out more of his shows in the near future. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what part you enjoyed, and maybe you could come here and check it out for yourself. So I found out too that this high roller stand is actually going to be part of the show come this Sunday. Now you may not see the video in time. This will be a new attraction put on over there, so they'll have 2 high roller stands and the one in the middle, so all 3 people could ride at once to put on their demonstration show. So that's going to be something to see. If I'm able to, I will return to check it out, but if not, definitely something to look forward to in the future. I'm not sure if you can hear me, but that bike he's never had on his wall before. He said it used to be a wall racer back in the day, turned into a street racer, and this is the first time it's ever been on this wall, and you just witnessed it for the first time, so pretty awesome. All right, everyone, that was a look at Bill's Old Bike Barn birthday celebration featuring the Rhett Rotten Wall of Death stunt show. I had an incredible time today, and if you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me what your favorite part was. I really enjoyed the show. I watched 2 of his shows today, got to speak with him, found out some information, and possibly we'll be working with him in the future to help promote his permanent location here and to give lessons to people who want to learn to drive the Wall of Death and do some behind the scenes looks and videos and interviews like that. So that might be in the works, so stay tuned for that. As I mentioned too, Bill's Old Bike Barn is one of a kind place. It's probably the best museum collection in Pennsylvania, if not the country, on the East Coast. If you haven't been here, come here. It's just outside of Bloomsburg. I have 2 videos which will be featured down below in the description and also at the end video screen link, so you can check those out as well, see what's in there. You can spend days in there and still not see everything. Don't forget, if you'd like to follow me on Facebook, you can find the link down below for that, as well as my Patreon page and merchandise shop, which will help fund future videos down the road. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.